Grade 4, Module 3, Lesson 16 homework. Show the division using discs. Relate your work on the place value chart to long division. Check your quotient and remainder by using multiplication and addition. Problem number 1. 7 divided by 3. What this means is you have 7 ones divided by 3. 3 is like how many groups we are going to make. We're going to make 3 groups. So I'm going to start by placing 7 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm going to divide 7 into 3 groups. So here we go. I have 1 group, 2 groups, and the bottom group will be 3. So we're going to put dots in those new categories, separating 7 into 3 different categories. As we go along, I'm going to cross off each of them in the ones category. So I'm going to put a 1 dot and cross that off. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, oops, let's get that one crossed off, and 7. Well, there's nowhere to put our 7 because we have even groups of 2. The one that we have left over that doesn't fit, I'm going to go ahead and just circle that one. So now I've divided my 7 ones into 3 different groups, and in each group it leaves me with 2 ones. So that is going to be our answer on 7 divided by 3. 7 divided by 3 is going to be 2 ones, because that's what's in each group. But we cannot forget, we did have this one that we circled, so the way we write that is remainder 1. When we look at this on a long division table, right here, it says 3 divided by 7. Well, looking at our chart, we can see there's 2 in each group. The total number of ones that we placed in the group is 6. There was 6 altogether, 2, 4, 6. Then we can subtract these and you get 1 left over. And that was our remainder, remainder 1. So for our answer, our quotient is 2 and our remainder is 1. And it does say check your quotient and remainder by using the multiplication and addition. So let's go over here and check. 2 times 3, I'm right over here for check your work, is 6. But I had a remainder 1, so I have to add that 1 onto the ones, and that makes 7. And that's what we originally started with, 7 divided into 3 groups. Let's look at problem number 2. 67 divided by 3. We're going to take 67 and divide it into 3 groups. So let's start by representing 67. We know that means 6 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 7 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We want to divide those into 3 groups because we're dividing by 3. Let's make that line go just a little bit further, and that will make my 3 groups. So let's go through and break these up. I'm going to put 1 in the tens column and cross off the tens. So 1 here and cross off that one. 1 here and cross off that one. I'm just going to keep going through this. And then 4 here, 5 there, and 6 there. Our tens evenly distributed into our group. Now let's look at our ones category. I'm going to take a 1 and put it into the ones. Another one into the ones. And I'm crossing them off each time I make a dot. Wait a minute, we have a little problem here. Where did I go wrong? I think I crossed off wrong. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to erase that last dot that I just did. And that leaves me with one extra. Let's just double check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're good. And there was one left over. So if we look at the answer here, we look to see what's in one of these groups. Well, I can see there's 2 10s in one of those groups. And there's 2 1s in one of these groups. And there's one left over. So our answer to 67 divided by 3 is 2 10s, which means 20, and 2 1s, that looks like 22. And we have one left over, so remainder 1. Let's take this to the long division chart right here. 3 divided into 67, that means 67 divided by 3. So when I do 3 into my 6 10s, from my chart, I saw that there's 2 in each of them. And total 10s were 6. You can add those up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There was 6 10s in my chart. Now I'm going to subtract those and I get 0 10s left. And that's correct because we didn't have any left over. So now let's bring down your 1s and see how many 1s, 3 groups of, how many times 7 could divide into 3 groups. Well, each little row got 2 1s, which created 6 1s altogether. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When I subtract that, I had 1 left over, and that's correct. We saw that too. So that's remainder 1. So the first way we looked at this was using this, and the second time was in our long division chart. So our quotient comes out to be 22 remainder 1. Let's check our work. In order to check our work, you need to take your quotient and divide by your numbers of groups. And multiply by the numbers of groups. So 22 times 3 gives me 66. But there was a remainder 1, so we have to add that 1 back on, and that makes 67. Done. Looks good.